The Australian 50s and the 20s are the latest addition that Play Move may have added to their website, because originally they only offered the Australian hundreds, and then recently they now offer the 50s and the 20s, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at right now. Welcome everyone, this is William for PhantomDrawing, and today we're going to take a look at some Australian prop money from PlayMovieMoney.com, so let's get into it. Alright, so this is going to be a really quick and really straightforward video, so I'm going to open the box and let's see what we got. Alright, so in the email, PlayMovieMoney said that they sent me 5 stacks of their Australian hundreds, 5 stacks of their Australian 50s, and 5 stacks of their Australian 20s, so let's take a look at that now. Alright, so we got everything out of the box, and as you can see, we have like A100, that must be the Australian hundreds. We got 5 packs of that, and then you can see over here, we have the 50s. This is it says A50 this way, but yeah, so we got 5 packs of that. This is the Australian 50s, and then we have the Australian 20s. We got a 20 there, as you can see, and we got 5 packs of that. So let's I'm just gonna open one of these, and then after I do that, I'm gonna have everything out of that, or everything unpacked. Here's this one of them, and by the way, you can see toy paper, which is always funny. Yeah, it's used for movie, video, games, promotion, gift, and yeah, same thing on the other side. Correction, it says make your life more funny on the other side. Alright, so yeah, and that is that. So I'll open that up. Got a little rubber band you take off there. And just take it out just like this. And yeah, there you go. So yeah, let's get everything open right now. Alright, so by the way, this took 2 weeks to arrive, and PlayMovieMoney is a Chinese prop money company, so if you live in the US like me, international shipping, it's going to take a while. So in my case, 2 weeks to arrive, even though I have had like bigger packages from PlayMovieMoney take like up to a month to arrive, so you're definitely going to be patient there. So if you have any customer service related issues, please do not DM me, because I don't answer my DMs most of the time. And so yeah, definitely make sure to contact PlayMovieMoney via email, which I'll have their contact information pop up here. Also, I'll have their contact information in the pinned comment and video description, so definitely make sure to contact them if you have any issues with your order. Also, real quick, if you want to purchase what's shown here in this video, I will have links in the description and pinned comment. Those are affiliate links, so those do support the channel at no extra cost to you. And also, you can use code PMM18 to save 10% off your order. Alright, so let's take a look at this Australian prop money from PlayMovieMoney.com super quickly. Not really going to talk about these hundreds, because I've already done a video about these hundreds. As you can click the video in my description, I'll have a link in the description that you can see that video. So I'm not really going to talk about these, because I've already done a dedicated video about these where I went more in depth on them. But here's just a closer look here. Here's the front of the hundreds, as you can see. And here is the back. I'm kind of like pan through them, as you can see there. They're very satisfying. And let me go ahead and do that again. So very, very nice. So PlayMovieMoney they've been having the hundreds, the Australian hundreds, for a while now. And this is the old design, as you can notice. The newer hundreds, PlayMovieMoney currently don't make for the Australian prop money. But as you can see, for the 50s, this is the new Australian 50s design from PlayMovieMoney. And so mainly we're going to be focusing on these. And I'm not going to go too in depth with this, because again, I want to keep a quick video here. So if we go create, because Australian, like legit Australian money is currency, or banknotes, is like, they have a lot of security features. It will take a long time to go through all that in depth. So I'm just going to mention a few things, and by the way, another thing, I don't have any legit Australian currency to compare this to. Oh yeah, another thing I want to mention really quickly is, as you can see, PlayMovieMoney, they make the Australian hundreds, 50s, and 20s, but they are missing the 10s and the 5s. Okay, so let's get started here. So the Australian 50s and the 20s are the latest addition that PlayMovieMoney have added to their website, because originally they only offered the Australian hundreds. And then recently they now offer the the 50s and the 20s, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at right now. Okay, so let's get started with this Australian 50 from PlayMovieMe.com, and I do always want to mention that, I think I've mentioned this before on my other Australian prop money videos from PlayMovieMe, is that they always seem to have the bank strap on backwards, because I'm pretty sure if you go to banknotes.rba.gov.au, the official website for Australian banknotes, this is the front. No, hold on, no. Yeah, this is the front of the bill, but they have the bank strap on as if this is the front of the banknote. So, and they do that with all of them. They're all on backwards, as you can see, because this should be. Yeah, this should be the front, but the way they have the bank strap on, they have it on backwards, like this is the front. Even with the 100, as you can see, this should be the back, according to banknotes.rba.gov.au. This should be the back side, but they have the bank straps on as if it's the front. So, I always find that extremely interesting. If you guys know more about that, definitely comment down below. Maybe there's something I don't know. Alright, so I do want to answer the question that everyone is asking about, is this made of paper or polymer? It is made of paper, so it's not made of polymer like legit Australian banknotes. I think that would be illegal if a prop money company were to make their prop money out of polymer. Because again, this is prop money. This is not counter you-know-what money. Don't want to say the word because I don't want my channel getting in trouble or anything. But yeah, this is not counter you-know-what money. This is prop money. Prop money is made for movies, TV shows, and also prop money is going to have disclaimers and stuff like that, letting you know it's like prop, it's toy money, it's not legit, and you're not supposed to spend it. It's just supposed to be used as, like, again, for movies, music videos, board games, even law of attraction purposes, pretty much anything, as long as you're not trying to pass it off as legit currency, because it wasn't made for that. It was made to be used in movies and TV shows, and pretty much whatever else, as long as you're not trying to pass it off as legit cash. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to point out a few differences between the prop money and legit Australian banknotes, which I unfortunately don't have, but yeah, I'm just going to point out a few differences. So the first difference I do want to mention, this being prop money, and by the way, me mentioning these differences, this is not me, these aren't cons, these aren't me criticizing the prop money for not having that, because again, there has to be a difference between prop money and legit currency, because obviously people try to spend it. But yeah, the first difference I noticed is that on a legit Australian $50 banknote, they would have the words $50 written over here, but that's not written here on the prop money, as you can see there. And they would also have $50 written on the other side as well, on that particular side. But again, they don't have that, because this is prop money. Alright, so I'm not going to mention every single security feature that a legit Australian $50 banknote would have, but I do want to mention some of the main ones. So obviously, this being prop money, we're not going to have the top to bottom clear window. So if I were to put my hand, like this was a legit banknote, Australian $50 banknote, if I were to put my hand here, you'd be able to see my hand through the clear window, but since this is prop money, it's just white. And then also over here, you'd be able to see my hand going through, on the clear, there'd be a clear window here as well, and over here. But obviously, this being prop money, it's not going to have that. And then also we have, if this was legit, you would feel some texture on this 50, which you're not going to feel. The raised ink texture, which you're not going to feel on prop money because it is prop money. Also, if this was legit, you would see Australia written here on the bottom corner here. And then on the back, you would see Australia written on the top corner here. Being prop money, we're going to have our prop money disclaimers saying it's used for motion props. It's used for motion props. Not legal tender. And then also where the name would be, we have motion props. This is not legal tender. It's used for motion props. And then on the back, you would also see this. Usually where a name would be here, instead we have motion props. This is not legal tender. It's used for motion props. And then also, for jokes and good mood. That's funny. Not legal tender for motion props. You guys can just take a look. If I'm missing anything, you guys can just look at that for yourself. Get some good close-ups here. Also close-ups of the... So if I miss anything, you guys can obviously take a look at that yourself. One cool thing about legit Australian banknotes, you'd see like lots of cool animation and color effects happening on the clear window, but you're not going to see that on prop money because it's all just printed. It's not, there's no holographic or animation type stuff going on there. But yeah, one of the main features you see would be there'd be like a rolling color effect as you move it. It'd be like a rolling color effect that would be happening on this swan if this was legit, and then also on the patch there'll be a rolling color effect here, which you're not going to have on the prop money because again that would be illegal. Yeah, so there's many more things I could talk about when it comes to this prop money, but you guys can go to banknotes.rba.gov.au if you want to see some more of the security features of Australian currency, because there is a lot, and I am not going to go through all that. So yeah, definitely check out the official reserve, what's it called? The official Reserve Bank of Australia website. Take a look at that if you want to see all the other security features that is going to be on Australian banknotes. Alright, so let's take a look at them 20s. Alright, so let's take a look at the 20s. And again, you guys can go to that website if I miss anything, because I'm not going to go through all of this. But yeah, here it is. Let me just kind of like go through this really quickly. So here is the front. I always love doing this. Let me do that again. As you can see there, they're very satisfying in 60 frames per second. Alright. Yeah. I'm probably like one of the rare YouTubers that's shooting 60 frames per second, because most people are shooting like 24 frames a second or 30 frames per second. But I'm crazy. I like my 60 frames per second. Anyway, so just like the Australian 50, if this was legit, we'd have that clear window where I'd be able to put my hand, and you'd be able to see my hand through the clear window, and then also on this side as well. And again, you'd have you'd be able to feel the texture on the raised ink of the 20. You're gonna have the motion picture disclaimers, as you can see. Yep. So you can see those motion picture disclaimers. You can read that yourself. And you also have some motion picture disclaimers there, and then obviously where a name would usually be here, but they have motion props there. And I'm just gonna do some close-ups here, and let's take a look at the back. And just like with the other one, if this was legit, you'd have Australia on the bottom corner, and if you would have Australia also on the top corner, but you're not gonna have that on prop money. Make sure I'm just showing you everything so you can see all those disclaimers there for jokes and good mood. Yep. So yeah, it would have a lot of really cool animations and stuff if this was legit. As you move it around, it'd be very colorful, a lot of cool stuff. The rolling color effect, and and then the patch as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, links are going to be in the description if you guys want to take a look at this. I believe Play Movement is like the only prop money company I'm aware of that makes Australian prop money, so that is pretty cool. Very, very cool. So definitely make sure to share this video, smash the like button if you are interested in having some Australian currency, Australian prop money that is, for your movies, TV shows, or visualization. Maybe your goal is you're going to start an Amazon FBA store, you're going to start some Shopify dropshipping, you're going to start a business, and you want to make some money and you have some goals. Purchase the appropriate amount of prop money to have on your desk to motivate you to keep on grinding that out. So definitely make sure to smash the like button, share this video with a friend who you think might want to see this, and yeah, keep on supporting the PhantomDrawing YouTube channel, and yeah, there you go.